Hello everyone, this is Dave, Starscreamer. Some of you may know my site at starscreamersrants.wordpress.com. I also do the 1 Minute Man reviews for ACBA, for the ACBA Sundays monthly. And I figured I was do a little tutorial video of how I line up one of my new shots. Before, if you've ever seen my site, I will say a lot of my photography has definitely evolved, especially since joining ACBA, and I kind of wanted to do a video showing how much something like this can really step up your game. I highly recommend joining the ACBA fan group on Facebook. Gotta check out the website, of course. Even if you are just wanting to get into photography, or if you want to see some of the awesome stuff you can do with toys. I mean, hey, I'm an old man, 37, whatever. And yes, I still like to collect my action figures, but this really steps up your game. So I kind of want to show really what this has done for me. So let's get things started. This is my light booth. I have 2 low temperature lamps on either side. The box I ordered from Amazon.com, it's a cowboy one. It originally came with these god-awful lights that I almost thought were going to set the sides on fire. So I definitely upgraded to the low temp ones. That way you can get the lights a lot closer. You can get comes with a couple different backgrounds, and they definitely wear out. So what I've got going on here, I just picked this up from Walmart. It's just a basic cloth background. I had them cut it to fit. You can get other colors, of course, a couple different fabrics, a couple different textures. If you see my site, I do a lot of the blacks and the whites. And recently, though, really start picking up some of the color backgrounds. Though today, I'm thinking I'm still going to stick with the black. Now, with the black background, it picks up stuff. And I have 2 cats, as well as a lovely 3-year-old, almost 3-year-old daughter. Well, at least at this time. So, first thing we got to do is clean this thing. Lint roller is your best friend. So I'll just sit here, get all the specks. I mean, the cat hair is insane, especially when one of them sneaks in here at night. I actually have a picture on my site of a cat parking herself in the booth. Love her to death, but Layla seems to really like hibernating here, and I don't know why. I don't have the lights on or anything, so it's not really warm. So get that taken care of. Take care of the extra lint, because a good camera will pick this stuff up. Now, some of my pictures might have a reflective background, which is just a pane of glass. So I got this. I just picked this up from a dollar store picture frame. I like it because, one, it gives me a reflective background, but also gives it a stable surface. Now, the shot planned out. I don't know why the other day it just came to my head with Avengers and Iron Man. Loki says, I've got an army, and he says, we've got a Hulk. Well, right now, we're going to show Iron Man's army. This is the Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure. I am short an arm at this time with Valkyrie, but I hopefully will be positioning it, so I'll be purposely cutting off the arm in the shot. So kind of setting things up here. I've got all of my Marvel Legends Iron Mans right now. Of course, I don't have them all. Don't have the full collections I'd like, but I got some fun ones here. Picking up the god-awful one from Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm going to be using a flight stand for this one. Made this one myself out of an old coat hanger, and there are tutorials on YouTube on how to get these. Plus, of course, ACBA is selling them. This one I made with a black hanger, which will take advantage of the black background. And we're using the Space Iron Man armor. I never really know the name for it. And I'm going to be setting that guy up here. Now, this flight stand I have has got a little bit of a curve on it, which I can cram in the leg housing. But what's nice is it still has a support, so I can kind of give them a little bit of dynamics in the air. And the trick with the flight stand is not just cramming a piece of metal into your figure's keister, but actually using the figure itself to counterbalance it. Since it is on a hanger, it does have some flexibility. And if you get it set up right, he'll just sit there and fly. fly. And yeah, if you get him set up there, he's flying. So a lot of stuff with the ACBA, they don't like you to show the stands and all, so breaking out another Iron Man figure. And we're gonna got him posed up. This is the idea is kind of like the idea of like when he says like bring on the party, you know, it's all robotic AI controlled suits. So you still have a semi humanoid stance. So you know, you don't want the knees, legs perfectly straight, arms at slight curves. This was the Marvel Walmart exclusive from Iron Man 2 with the battle damaged one. I like to, when I set the figures up before I put in the display stand, I'll actually put on the flat surface of the table. Try to get it stable there. So then this way, when positioned right, hopefully, like this when I get the camera set up, he'll be blocking the stand. Oh, we need more Iron Man. This is the one that came with the Build-A-Figure Hulk. I mean, a big Build-A-Figure Hulk Buster. Really should review one of these guys. The joint on this guy is freaking horrible. I may have to do some floor polish to this guy later. See if I can get him in a better stable, you know, get his joints a little more stable. Now, when I first thought of doing this idea, I figured with the black background, like this guy would be absorbed to it. But by putting the other armors there, hopefully that'll get a little better, more of a dynamic. He'll stand up a little more. Gotta go for the War Machine, Build-A-Figure Hulkbuster, which, if you've ever seen Shartimus Prime, absolutely has no ankle pivots. So to get a stance like this is going to be a real pain. Yeah. So get you standing up here. So hopefully right now I got everybody kind of in an action pose. I don't know if Rodney's actually going to be in this picture for this one. And finally, from the Build-A-Figure with Thanos, just because I like to have the open set for Stark. Can't remember which mark this is. Mark 44, I think. I'm not sure. I'm a nerd, but it's not that bad. Thing I hate about this figure, though, is the joint was bent, but they're still relatively tight. Now, he's got the Repulsor Blast. I handed this one, but I'm actually not going to have him do the Repulsor Blast. I'm going to have him lead this off here. You know, these are my boys. I have this set like this for a reason. You're gonna like this, hopefully. Now this looks nice, but I want a little more dynamic to it. Boog on ACBA, he was talking about getting polyester. Now if you follow me on Twitter, @TrueStarscreamer, done a couple stuff with the smoke, and that's what this stuff is. You can really just kind of pull it apart. Get it set up there. Kind of give you like a fog setting in here. And I don't like that. I want a little more texture. I want more texture. Okay. This is one of my favorites. This is the Tamashi Impact Effect. Which again, if you've seen this, looks great for an impact. But one of the neat things is this bad boy comes apart. I picked up mine on Anime-Island. By the way, all these sites I'm plugging, they are not paying me. These are just places I buy at. This is just going to kind of give it a little more of a rubble feel to it. Kind of make it look more like a street scene, so get some of the fog going through as if it's like in the midst of a battle. At this time, I'm probably the only person who has not seen Age of Ultron, so I'm not going to say this is an Ultron scene because I really haven't seen it yet, but it is coming up on Netflix this month. Don't judge. I have a toddler, and I don't have a babysitter I can trust just yet. Well, mostly I don't want to subject my babysitter to my toddler because she's awesome, but she's got a personality. Baby, if you ever see this video years from now, please remember Daddy loves you. He never says anything horrible about you. Yeah. So this is going to kind of give it a little bit more effect here. I want more of an urban setting. I want a barrel. A barrel. This was actually one of my girls from one of her cooking sets, the canned goods thing. And with the recycle symbol, I was tempted to paint like a biohazard on here. I guess kind of just put that in there. Just make it look like there's a trash barrel in there. And we've got mist, so let's get a little fire in there. I keep a bucket with all my effect pieces in here. And Tamashi did some really cool stuff. And I think I just want the flames. So let's park that back here. Kind of just go for a subtle fire. I don't want like utter complete blaze. Cool. And we'll just kind of park that over here. And that's the best part. So let's take a quick edit point and we'll reset this up. All right, and through the magical editing, the magical process of editing, we have everything set back up. Now, again, if you've ever been on ACBA or a lot of the comments, the number one thing that of course they want details, they want you to have patience, but the biggest thing with ACBA, Articulated Comic Book Art, is they want everything tangible. Nothing is, there is no Photoshop. That's what I love about this stuff, because you get that fog effect without, of course, having to hit the fog effect button. Now, the closest I ever use Photoshop for right now these days is maybe cropping, which, I'm sorry, you have to give a crop on your pictures. I'm hilarious. No. What I'm doing right now actually is using some of the polyester to actually hide the stand a little more, so I don't want people to see the stand. So it's going to make it look like he's just kind of levitating there. And I can put a little more of the polyester. No. There we go. Stay. Good boy. I can use the polyester to kind of make it look like he's got thrusters there. Now we're going to have some fun with that in a minute. So we've got the urban concrete shattered. We've got the smoke going through to clear. We've got some flames in the background. Let's actually even get some flame in the foreground. The thing about this guy is, you can take that off. Just kind of snake that in there. Just want to be careful. This is just going to throw a little bit of subtle flame in there. Bring up the poly. And this poly, all I did was buy a $2 pillow from Walmart and just gut that thing. They got this in abundance. And I admit I've reused a couple of it just because I'm cheap, but the nice thing is, yeah, you can use it, throw it out, tear yourself off some more. If you go through a whole pillow, you're more dedicated to this than I am. There's some people who are dedicated to this, don't get me wrong. I've seen some amazing stuff. So we've got that set up. Got that there. I'm also using this because it's going to help cover the background, the glass itself. So I've got the stable background, but I kind of cut the reflection for this shot. Okay, maybe just a little bit more, wrap a little fire here. Have a little more fire skin. All right, now we come to the most neat and annoying part of it all. Additional lighting. These can be some of your best friends. Pick these up at Five Below. Little finger lasers. I picked up 1 or 2 packs. And these guys, especially if you park them back here, they can actually get a little more, give it like a little bit of a fire glow. And if you saw my vision shot from the other night, I actually parked a couple of these guys in there to kind of give it that red flag from the cover. But I'm actually going to set these guys in here just to throw a little red light, and hopefully the polyester will help diffuse that. And then for the back, this guy's a fun one. I may pick up another one of these. LED light. And just kind of get that off to the side to throw a little more light there. And these guys you can pick up at Dollar General. little LEDs. And there we go. Now I have a little, just have a little fun. I'm going to cut the lights here, just so you can kind of get a see of how that glow is going to go. Now sometimes I actually use half light. Sometimes I use the full light out. I've even just taken a neat frame I did was when I, again with the vision shot, I turned off all lights and just used the LEDs. That I did, I did an exposed lens and I just used the LEDs and set the camera to have a long exposure, so it just picked up the light really well. It's called light painting, which give a very cool glow to it, and I really should do a little more of that, I think. Now, we're going to talk with Tony's hand here. I had an original plan of using the Cosmic Cube for this shot, but I realized this is Tony Stark, and as cool as he tells me if this battle's in New York, he would have no problem swinging by for a slice of pizza. Because it's Tony freaking Stark. So there we go. This is the shot, and I think I'm actually going to take it with the partial lighting. I'm going to take about 4 or 5 different shots, maybe with full lighting and without. Really going to depend on the camera exposure. And let's set up, take these shots. Okay, now for doing these kinds of shots, aside from the lighting, I mean, of course, I've got my light booth, where you can build your own. There's some neat things I've seen people do, of course, for that. But the most important thing you really need is a tripod. You need to keep the camera steady. I mean, I've got this one right here. I started with these smaller ones. You can get these for Walmart for, $5, $10. Little tabletop one, little extension one. Just get one. Get it for your phone, get it from your camera. But the stability is the big thing. Of course, digital camera. Of course, these days your cell phones are better than better than a lot of cameras. Yeah, you want to get it set up. I set this shot up. I actually have one camera above the other camera, and I can already say that this looks pretty freaking cool. But I'm actually gonna cut out one of the lights, bring back up this bad boy, throw a little more forward light onto it. I'm actually going to move the Hulk Buster a little bit over here. And the only reason for that is that blasted arm. I want to make sure I want to cut the photo right there. So when I crop it, it looks like he just kind of landed and shot. And I think we've got the shot. Okay, I know this is a little long-winded, but I just kind of want to show you guys again how we did this. We will show, of course, the final picture when it's done at the end of this video, and hopefully this will actually make it to the A.C.B.A. album, because this is something I've been trying for. Appreciate your patience, I appreciate the view, and please, again, check out my review site at starscreamersrants.wordpress.com, as well as follow at True Starscreamer. And if you enjoy, please like, share, tell your friends. If you don't like it, share this with someone you don't like. I don't know, maybe they might like this kind of stuff. But, and of course, check out the ACBA site. Hopefully the shot you just watched will make it to the album. And thank you so much.